What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here with The Distance. I got a prediction video for you guys today. Fernando Montiel versus Rafael Concepcion. I had a prediction for Montiel versus Morel last week, but Morel pulled out of the fight. So Rafael Concepcion had stepped in, and this is actually a pretty good fight for Montiel. And Concepcion is not a bad fighter. He's been in the ring with the man that more than likely Montiel is looking to face in November, who is Nonito Donaire. So kind of matching him up with Concepcion, I believe as a replacement for the interim champion was a good replacement, because this could prepare him for that fight against Donaire. So anyway, what do I think about this fight? As we saw in the fight against Donaire, Concepcion fights at a very fast pace. He has a little bit of upper body movement, but the problem is he throws a lot of shots out of range after he throws his jab, and he has trouble protecting himself from right hands. Montiel has to fight very patiently and very calm in this fight, because Concepcion is going to want to have a fast-paced fight, and he's going to want to press the action. So what does Montiel need to do to win this fight? Well, one, stay off the ropes. Staying off the ropes will not let Concepcion get into a rhythm, because he does a good job of cutting off the ring and squaring up. And the fact that he could cut off the ring, and he was able to cut it off against Donaire at times, this could be trouble for Montiel, because he does have this tendency to back up quite a bit. And another thing that Montiel needs to do is he does not need to square up with Concepcion. He needs to kind of be at an angle, and he has to fight from angles the whole entire fight. Because if you look at Concepcion's stance, his stance, he's not controlled. He doesn't have a controlled base when he's fighting. When he's standing in front of you, when he throws his jab, his base is wide and he's out of balance. So with a fighter who's out of balance and has a wide base, he can. I believe that Montiel could get some flash knockdowns, and I think he can get some flash knockdowns just through using movement, and other than movement, countering effectively. Counter right hand, that's going to be there the whole entire fight. Hell, the right hand is going to be there the entire fight, because Concepcion has trouble protecting himself from the right. So I think that Montiel does need to throw the right hand a lot in this fight, and Montiel needs to throw a sharp right hook. Sharp right hook is going to be there, and also a right uppercut is going to be there, especially when Concepcion comes in, he throws his jab from out range, comes in, tries to throw a wide right, a wild right, and he's going to be open for that uppercut. So that's really all that Montiel needs to do. Just pretty much fight at a fast, controlled pace. If he could fight at a fast, controlled pace, circling, angling, jabbing, setting him up for the right hand the entire fight, then he could very well win this fight. In this fight against Montiel, one thing that Concepcion needs to do is he wants Montiel to take a back step. But at the same time, he doesn't want to chase Montiel, because when Montiel could kind of back up, and he could actually, I think he could jab very well on the move. He can move and jab. So in this fight, I think that Concepcion needs to take the jab away from Montiel, because if he takes the jab away from Montiel can't set him up for the big shots or the big right hand that Donaire set him up with. And also in this fight, other than not wanting to chase him, he also in this fight wants to be the first one to get off. He wants to be the first one to get off, and he wants to be the one who ends the exchanges. And he actually wants this to be a fight with Montiel. He wants to square up and make it a fight. Montiel moves very well, I think he moves very well. He squares up, and and sometimes when he misses a jab, there are times he misses the jab and he doesn't get the hand back in time and he can get caught. In this fight, Concepcion has to land effective counters so that Montiel will be a little more wary of throwing the jab. Take his jab away, then that leads to opportunities on the inside and making it an inside fight, and pretty much outworking him on the inside could win Concepcion the fight. So with all this being said, who do I think will win? With little preparation for Concepcion, this fight could be a little bit of trouble for Montiel due to the fact that he knew this fight was going to happen in about a week and a half notice. So due to the fact that he was preparing for another opponent, this should not be a walk in the park for Fernando Montiel. But at the same time, if Montiel can go in the ring and just outbox and out hustle, just do fundamental boxing the whole entire fight, he should be able to win against Concepcion by more than likely a 11th round stoppage. I like to go 11th round stoppage, but who knows in this fight? I wouldn't even be surprised if it was. Really, I wouldn't be surprised if Montiel won it early or won a decision. But my prediction is 11th round stoppage. I just think that Montiel being a controlled boxer, able to counter effectively, able to land his right hand and find a way to land the right hand, I think he could stop Concepcion later on in the fight. So I'm going with Montiel, stoppage 11th round. So anyway, guys, that was the distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.